JJ, wake up.
What happened, Mikey?
Someone trampled our vegetables.
Let's go check it out.
This feels kind of strange.
I hope you didn't wake me up for nothing. Seriously, who could have done this?
Oh no, look over there.
Ah, what is that giant thing? What can we do about it?
I think it was him who trampled our vegetables.
Listen, we've got a camera. We can check the footage and figure out who it was.
All right, let's go check the footage.
I hope it caught everything.
It better have. We need answers.
All right, let's get started. Okay, it's loading. Wait,
Yes, it was him!
no more doubts now. We've got proof.
Which means we need to act fast. If he came once, he might come again.
We need to build a bunker. You saw what he did to our garden. It could be our house next.
I don't want to go outside. I'm scared.
I get it, Mikey. I'm scared too. But we can't let fear control us. We move carefully, and we stay together.
Hurry up, JJ!
He's so big and terrifying.
If he destroys the house, we'll have nowhere left to hide.
That's why we build the bunker, fast. I think we should stay close to the house, so we don't have to run far. This spot looks good.
All right then, I'll start digging right here. Is this going to take long?
Perfect for a bunker. We'll start digging right here. I know a way to make this faster.
Really? What are you thinking?
You'll see in a second.
What are you doing over there?
You'll see everything soon.
What's that noise?
Second,
I don't know what you're planning, but it scares me. Oh my god, how did you do that?
every magician has a secret. Oh, we need to shut off the water.
I don't know how you did it, but this will definitely make our work easier.
We've got a lot of work ahead. Remember how we started building our house?
Yeah, it felt impossible back then, but look where we are now.
If we manage that, we can handle this too.
Exactly. Step by step, day by day.
Seems like our neighbor really doesn't like our plans for building the new house.
Let's speed things up.
Remember how great it used to be? We had our own garden, and we took care of it together.
Yeah, and our dog Sam used to run around nearby chasing butterflies.
Those were simpler times. I miss that.
Me too, JJ. But we've got to build something even better now.
Hopefully, one day, we'll have that peace again.
You do everything so fast, I barely have time to blink.
I've got to keep up the pace if we want to finish on time.
Teach me your secret. How do you move so fast?
Just focus, don't get distracted, and keep your eyes on the goal.
What does he want from our house?
I'm not sure, but it doesn't feel like he wants anything good.
Maybe he's jealous or thinks we're trespassing.
Whatever it is, we have to be ready to defend what's ours. Hey, Mikey, do you remember that summer when we decided to build that treehouse?
How could I forget? We barely knew what we were doing, but we were so determined.
I remember the first day we started. We didn't have proper tools. Just some old hammer and nails we found in the garage.
And that old ladder was so rickety, I was scared it'd break every time I climbed up.
But we kept going. We spent days cutting wood, hammering, and figuring out how to make it stable.
Remember when it finally took shape? We climbed up there, and it felt like our own little kingdom.
Yeah, and we decorated it with those old posters and lanterns. It became our secret base.
Then that storm came. I thought it would blow the whole thing away.
We stayed inside all night, holding onto the walls, hoping it would survive.
When morning came, it was still standing, a little battered, but strong.
That treehouse taught us a lot about patience and teamwork.
And that no matter how tough things get, if we stick together, we can build anything.
Those were the days. Maybe we should find a way to build something like that again someday.
I'm in. Just say the word.
For now, let's focus on finishing this bunker, but I'm definitely looking forward to that.
While we were talking, time passed so quickly.
Yeah, I didn't even notice the sun moving. Do you remember that crazy road trip we took when we tried to find that hidden lake in the mountains?
Oh man, how could I forget? We didn't even have a map, just that old notebook with half-erased directions.
And your phone died halfway through, so we had to rely on signs and gut instinct.
That one fork in the road, we argued for half an hour about which way to go.
And we ended up choosing the wrong one. Walked like 5 extra kilometers in the heat.
But the view when we finally found the lake, that made it all worth it.
It was so quiet there. No people, no noise, just the water and trees.
We swam until sunset, then made a fire and roasted those marshmallows you brought.
That night under the stars, I hadn't felt that peaceful in years.
Yeah, just us, nature, and silence. No problems, no deadlines.
We should go back there someday. Maybe when all this madness is over.
Deal. Just you, me, and the lake. No giants this time.
And maybe we can even build a small cabin there, just like we always dreamed.
With a wooden deck right over the water so we can fish at sunrise without even leaving the porch.
And hammocks. Don't forget the hammocks between the trees.
Of course, and we'll keep a small garden there too, just like the one we had here.
I like that. Simple, quiet, safe.
We could even take Sam there if he ever comes back. He'd love it.
I still think about him, you know. I hope he's all right.
Me too. If anyone can survive out there, it's Sam.
When this is all over, first thing we do is look for him.
Then we head to the lake, build that cabin, and start fresh.
No chaos, no fear, just us, the trees, and peace.
Sounds like the best plan we've ever had.
You know, the more we talk about that cabin, the more I remember that story Grandpa used to tell us about the old man who lived alone deep in the forest.
Oh yeah, the one who disappeared for 20 years and everyone thought he was just a legend?
Exactly. But then one day, someone found a journal buried in a tin box near a river, and it had his handwriting in it.
Didn't it say he found something hidden in the forest? Something ancient?
Yeah, he wrote about a door. Not a regular door. He said it was carved into the mountain with symbols glowing at night.
That always gave me chills. And he said that after he opened it, he wasn't the same anymore.
Do you remember how he described hearing whispers before even seeing the door?
Like the forest itself was breathing. That line always stuck with me.
What if it wasn't just a story? What if he really found something? Not from this world.
You think it's still out there?
Maybe. And maybe that's why he disappeared. Maybe he went through the door.
That lake, the one we found, it's not far from the mountain ridge.
Exactly. What if we're closer to the truth than we thought?
When this bunker's done, we should go back, follow Grandpa's notes.
And maybe, just maybe, find the door ourselves.
You know what's crazy? If that door is real, and if Grandpa really went through it, then maybe he didn't disappear. Maybe he found something on the other side.
Like a different world?
Or another version of our world, one that exists parallel to ours, just slightly out of reach.
That would explain the symbols, the whispers, the way time felt weird when we were near that lake.
What if that door leads to a place where time doesn't work like it does here? Maybe Grandpa's been gone for 20 years here, but only a few days there.
That means he could still be alive.
And maybe he left the journal as a clue, hoping one day we'd follow him.
So what do we do when the bunker's finished? Just walk to that ridge and look for glowing symbols?
We do more than that. We pack supplies, map everything, and document every step. If we find that door, we're going through it.
Into another world, into Grandpa's footsteps.
This isn't just about survival anymore, it's about discovery.
Then this isn't just our story anymore. This is a new beginning. You know what this reminds me of? That old treehouse we used to have behind Grandma's cabin.
Whoa, I haven't thought about that place in years. We built that thing out of scraps and stubbornness.
And yet it felt like the safest place in the world. Remember how we used to bring our flashlights and sleep there some nights?
Yeah, with that broken radio, we kept pretending to talk to astronauts.
We really believed it, though. For us, that treehouse was a space station, a pirate ship, a fortress. It was anything we needed it to be.
I think about that sometimes. How back then we didn't need much to feel powerful. Just imagination and a little courage. You're right. And maybe now, everything with the garden, the giant, the door, maybe it's a sign we need to start dreaming again.
But dream bigger this time. Not just of tree houses and flashlights, but of real places, real mysteries, maybe even other worlds.
And maybe, just maybe, that old treehouse was our first door. We just didn't know it.
Then let's not waste this chance. Let's go through the next one with our eyes wide open.
Deal. This time, no running, no hiding. We walk forward, together.
So, when we finally get to that ridge, do you think we'll even recognize the place? It's been so many years.
I've thought about that. Trees grow, paths disappear, and maybe even the land shifts a little. But I think we'll feel it, you know? Like some part of us will remember.
Like muscle memory, but for the soul.
Exactly. And if we find that same energy, that strange stillness Grandpa wrote about in his journal, we'll know we're close.
You know, when we were kids, I always thought that journal was just one of his weird old stories. Like the one about the fox that could talk or the rocks that whispered.
Me too. But he never laughed when he told this one. Never winked. He always spoke slower, more serious. Like it was the one story he needed us to remember.
Maybe he knew we'd find it someday. Maybe he hoped we would.
Or maybe he left more clues than we realized. That box of old photos Mom kept locked up. Remember? Some had symbols in the corners. We always thought they were just doodles.
Wow, all this talking and dreaming, and we didn't even notice we finished the bunker.
Yeah, it's crazy how time flies when your mind's somewhere else. But look at this place now. Solid, safe, our new home base.
Then let's get some rest. Yeah, we'll need all our strength for what's coming.
Good night. See you in the morning.